So I was offered pretty early at a very young age if I wanted to sell drugs. As a matter of fact, yeah, Freeway Rick. This was
Yeah.
the Freeway Rick area, so drugs was everywhere. You know,
Wow.
money was everywhere, and the people who were coming by the drugs were from Torrance.
The white folks. Okay.
White folks on their bro on their lunch hour.
That's where our office was. Yeah, I know. Yeah.
And I couldn't understand. I'm like, where are these white folks coming from? They left from over here, and now they pulling back up every day at the same times, and that's what it was. So they were the first crackheads.
Wow. But how did you keep out of
Selling
taking it?
drugs
Yeah.
or taking it,
Oh,
using it.
and yeah, using and selling.
Oh, I never was a person who was. I never was weak. I never was really a follower. I was already always kind of like a leader, and I always felt kind of a little bit special in my mind anyway. I didn't really need drugs. I didn't understand why anybody would try. Now, and I think I saw what it would do to you.
Mm.
I had an uncle who, was an alcoholic. So I
Wow.
knew about substance abuse, when I was a child. He would come through, he would make good money. And by the time the weekend was over, he was borrowing money,
Wow.
so that was one of the things. But then it was like I said, it was a period of gain and everybody's getting money, and now you got to fight for the territory, and people are now coming and robbing for the goods. It just created a whole thing. And so where we were set, like there's the 91 freeway that separates Carson and Compton.
Yeah.
And so one of the biggest things that happened was some guys from Compton came over and killed a friend of ours who was in the seventh grade
Seventh
for,
grade.
for a gold chain,
Lord have mercy.
and he gave him the chain. And so I saw that. That was one thing. And then a very traumatizing incident. You can look this up. We're still trying to like go into it, like investigating a friend's murder. He died on his 13th birthday. There was a hit on somebody, some grown folks, and somebody took it out on the child. So that just changed everything. He was brutally murdered in a field where Dominguez Hills College exists now. And I live on the street that he used to walk down to the store. And from that point, my only missions growing up, man, was to be able to fight. And I can remember as early as third grade, I just wanted to get my hands on a gun. That's all I wanted was a gun.
Wow. When all this is happening, how's your dad trying to mentor and shield you from what was happening?
Man, we had the perfect household. Like how many people can say they never seen their father take a drink, smoke? I never heard my dad curse. You know, he was a minister.
Oh,
And so, but that adds a different pressure because sometimes when your father's a pastor, people expect his children to be perfect.
yeah.
But I'm not living in a perfect. When I come out the door, I'm going to school trying to be that what I'm being brought up to be in the home. But when I get to school, you know, um, man, I was getting my ass kicked every day. So like a lot of people can't tell you this story because I couldn't tolerate bullies.
Mm.
And because of the discipline at home was so strict, when I went out the door, I just couldn't see somebody else telling me what to do or, trying to bully me. So I fought every bully. And I used to get jumped in elementary school at recess.
Wow.
There were times I couldn't go to the yard as a child. And so I think one day I just was like, that's it. That's it. Everybody, the one thing I'm going to do is when people hear my name, they're gonna respect me. I wanted the respect. I was tired of running. I wasn't run. Every time you went outside of your borders, you was either running or, getting chased, or getting, or the intimidation factor. Imagine sitting on a bus stop watching an older guy drive by who kill somebody from your neighborhood, and he's looking at you and checking. He's looking for somebody. And everybody on the bus stop got chills. We know this guy's name. He passed away too. I'm not gonna say his name, but he was no joke. He was merciless.
Wow.
He would kill a child. He was an older guy, but like 19, 20, young, but he was, you knew what it was. And everybody else would be afraid. And I don't know, there was just something in me that was just like, I don't see how he's any different from me. I'm just like them. Whatever he is, I'm the same. And that's just the way I program my mind, and that's the way I started acting. And so anybody who tried me, I didn't take no L's. I can't think of an L I ever took. I can't think of a situation where I ever lost.
Wow.
By the time I was in high school, I was beating people in the head with padlocks. I was stabbing, and I got my first gun in the 7th grade, 13 years old. And I told everybody from that point, I'm the OG now.
Wow. Did that get back home? Did they know what was happening, or did they keep it away?
You know what? A lady from my dad's church told my father one time she saw me shooting in her neighborhood.
Shooting.
Yes. Yeah. We did a takeover. We decided we just gonna go to our enemy's hood and just post up, in that day, anybody we seen that day, we was beating their ass. Because we was just that mad about it. So they thought we were playing, and we wasn't. It was just like, you go from posturing and pretending, and then, like, imagine a football player when he goes out on the field and, gets that first hit or that first exciting run, and that thing is just like, once you unleash that and you realize, like, hey, I don't have to take this shit. I could be the aggressor out here. If I'm the aggressor, then people will know I'm not playing. So I didn't argue. I didn't throw up gang signs. I didn't act like a gang member. I ain't do nothing. If you say you're a gang to me, that's your ass. I'm tripping on you. I don't care. You hit me up and say you a gang, you say, what's up, cuz? What's up, blood, to me? Anything. I don't care. It's on. Period. That's how I felt. If you on this field, if you play this game, then I mean it's fair game. I don't care how nobody feel. And I still feel like that. If you're a gang member and you in that life, there's anything goes. You know what it is. You know you're on the field. Don't stand on the field looking that way. You're gonna get hit. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
If you put a uniform on and step on an NFL field, you're gonna get hurt if you ain't ready for that. You know what I'm saying? And if you're not paying attention. So that's just how I looked at it. And man, I just wasn't playing. And these guys weren't playing. I mean, they was killing guys, young guys getting, there was a period where there were Uzis on the street in LA. You know what I mean? Like the weapons that were coming through, because these people who were buying drugs from these other neighborhoods, they realized, oh, I can hawk these guns. I can take my dad's gun, Cindy. I can take my dad's gun and bring it to the hood and get dope. So it was reckless, man. Grown women, running children's sexual favors. Like, we grew up like grown men. The drugs flipped the community where the adults weren't the adults. Who, if you had the sack, you was the one. You know what I mean? Like, everything could be paid and taken care of with either drugs or the money or violence. So I lived right next door to a kingpin who got connected, and I used to watch his back. We would be outside like children playing, And I had everything I needed. I walked in the house one day and I could choose any gun I wanted.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for being a part of Halftime Chat. Please remember to subscribe, share, and comment. But most importantly, why don't you become a member of Halftime Chat? We've got amazing videos, amazing perks, and being able to support the channel. But anyway, thanks for watching. Take care.
I never participated in that category.
And somewhere in between
us for even loving us, on which I did miss you.
What was it like growing up?
She's still making an impact on 4 houses down.
I have a couple of pieces.
trying to get this one and that one.
That works for you, but just for me,
No, okay, you're okay.
They don't understand what Jonas' voice meant in all spirits.
Play it.